Laporta, with that big ass belly of yours, you have to make this right. You see, when you spend such a long time at a place, you so basically I have the saying, home. However far you go, you always return home. You always return home. So Messi, he'll go to Rosario, he'll go to what you would call it, he'll go to Rosario, he'll go to PSG, he's now in Miami, but in his heart of hearts, he's a Catalonian. In his heart of hearts, he's a cooler. In his heart of hearts, he's a Barça dude. And also, can I just say something just real quick before I go through here? And maybe I'll mention this afterwards. So I put up a comment saying that, wow, because obviously the Camp Nou has been, and this is connected to the story. So the Camp Nou being opened, Spotify Camp Nou renovated it, and they showed a video of guys going to the Camp Nou, and I was like, wow, this is an amazing set. That if you're a football fan, seeing the Camp Nou back is just amazing because it's like with one of the great stadiums, whether that is, the old Dele Alpi, the Olympic Stadium, the Maracana, and all this, the Azteca Stadium, just some of just the great iconic stadiums. And guys just said, oh, I knew you were a Barca fan, but Barca fan, but Miss B Nation said, oh, blah, blah, it's not even fully finished. And people just say, guys, this isn't half hope's Chelsea hot. This isn't half hope Super Eagles hot. This is half hope's football hot. I am a football fan. I am more of a football fan than I'm a Chelsea fan. I'm more of a football fan than I'm a Super Eagles fan. Football will always come up number one. So don't come to me to be trouble like, oh, I must hate these guys and I must hate the Barca based on what happened in 09. Yeah, I still have hatred over everyone when they did in 09. But I'm sorry, I'm a football fan. And the Camp Nou is one of the most iconic stadiums in the world, and I hope to go there one time. I also hope to go to the Maracana Stadium, the Bernabeu, Old Trafford, and all these amazing iconic stadiums. It is what it is. Deal with it. It's an amazing. I'm sorry. It doesn't care whether you're a Madrid fan or you hate Barca. The Camp Nou is an amazing stadium, and it is one of the most iconic, unique-looking stadiums in the world. It is what it is. Deal with it. But getting into this right now. Oh yeah. So wait, boy, Messi says. So Messi, secretly he's snuck in and secretly kicking back. Because we already talked about how it was just so weird how he left. And remember, like basically, one of our greatest ever hangouts was when he actually left. But I'll get back to that. So let me just let's read what he says. So Messi visited the new Spotify Camp Nou yesterday. So this is what he wrote. Last night, I returned to a place I miss with my soul. Damn. A place where I was immensely happy, where you guys made me feel 1,000 times the happiest person in the world. I hope one day I can come back and not just to say goodbye as a player, as I never got to. You see, he knows it. Like, if you were to ask Messi, what would you want? I want to retire at Barcelona. Like he had, because see, there are guys who want to hold themselves out to every single club. Shout out to Ibrahimovic. And there are guys like a Maldini, like a Totti, who are like, oh no, I just want to remain at one club for the rest of my career. And that is Messi. He's the kind of guy who's like, oh no. I want to dedicate myself just to this one club for the entirety of my career. Which is why what Laporta did to him was so crazy and so messed up. Because Homeboy had no plans in leaving. He had no plans in leaving. So, and again, I told you guys, probably our greatest ever hangout was Messi leaving Barcelona. Because if you told me in 2015 or 2016 or 2019 that Messi would leave Barca in a few years, I'd be like, no. By the way, Messi would leave Barcelona. Wait, are you smoking crack? Are you smoking Sconsorega? Or are you sniffing glue? This guy's never leaving Barcelona. He's here for life. And also, they sound like freaking Lugo or Scunthorpe. It's Barcelona. Yeah, they'll be through hard times, but he's never going to leave. but I never knew how things got so bad financially, and just how screwed up things would get where Barcelona's greatest ever player, like, let's just be real. Like, obviously, I prefer Ronaldinho. Heck, I prefer Rivaldo. Personally, I personally prefer Rivaldo and Ronaldinho. But objectively, this is Barcelona's greatest ever player. The number speaks for itself. The talent speaks for itself. The iconic moment speaks for itself. The consistency speaks for itself. So how on earth would you allow this guy to leave? And in the way that he left. So for Laporta, and he's already said this before, you've got to make this right. And by Messi putting out that image, that message, and actually him saying he wants this to be made right. You know, this is something that he wants to be made right. And I don't know how you do it, whether it's a case of, do you have like, if Messi knows that, okay, these are like the last 6 months of my career, I'm going to spend 6 months, but then not be weird, because it's like, then you can't do that, because Barca have to be professional. They have a team and they're competing for titles. You're going to be like, oh, well, let's just take this 40-year-old on for the last 6 months. No. So it's going to be like a special tribute match. And so I think they have to, especially with the Camp Nou now opened up, they have to have a special send-off. You have to send him off properly. You have to. So it may be a case of where, if Messi's like, okay, do you know this is how you do it? This is how you do it. So maybe this like after the World Cup. And Messi's like, okay, I'm about to retire. The best thing you do, his last ever match, is like a special Barca match. That's his last ever game. And I don't know whether you do that as a special tribute game, or do you just sign him on a special contract and he comes on for like a last 15, 20, 30 minutes in a league game at the Camp Nou, and boom, it is what it is. So I don't know what, but you've got to do something. Like, if it was me, I'd probably do a La Liga game, bro. Like a final. If you sign him on a special contract for like a 6-month contract, you know what you probably do? You sign him on like a 6-month contract, and he's like a super sub. So he just comes on in games, does a little thing here and there, and like for the last Camp Nou game, you play him, and then boom, that's a goodbye. So you either do that, or you have like a special commemorative game. But again, I just think what this just shows is he never wanted to leave Barcelona. He left because he had to, but he never wanted to leave. Like, he never, like, that was his home. And you say right now, what if Messi never left Barcelona? Because if he never leaves Barcelona, does that hamper, does that help Yamal's development? Where does Rafinha now play and feature? Does he play as a false nine, meaning that there's no real space for a Ski or a Shaq? And with him in his team and with his talents, with what Rafinha does, with what Pedri does, with what Yamal does, and Kubarsi and all these guys coming through, is there another cheeky UCL up in that piece? So it's just one of those what ifs of like, what would Barca look like with him in the team? Or did he need to leave for the team to grow as a team? Where, okay, we don't need to deal with the kind of aura of Messi. Because when you look at it, yes, they're reliant on Yamal, but they're more of a team rather. Oh, we have to be reliant on this kind of special player. So it is what it is. But Laporta, here's what it is, bro. You simply have to make this right. You've got to make this right, bro. Like that video, guys. Join up and become a member. Shout out to my Patreon peeps out there. Thank you for the support on Patreon. Thank you for the member supports, content coming through. Subscribe by hitting the button over there. Hit the subscribe button over there to subscribe. And check out those other videos, man. One love. Peace out.